Hello everyone, welcome to day 27th of my LeetCode challenge, and today's question is maximum product of word lengths. In this question we are given an array of strings and we need to identify two different words whose length of product is maximum provided these two words do not share any character in common. If no such two words exist, we need to return 0 as an answer. Without much ado, let's look at the presentation that I have created for this and let's get started. So let me just start the slideshow and take a pen here. Maximum product of word lengths, LeetCode 318. So the naive approach that comes to everybody's mind is something like this. For each string, you check it across the other string and you try and find out if there is any word in common between the other string. If there is no word common, you calculate the product and you do it across all possible set of words. The maximum product is your answer. So let's try and evaluate it once for a very basic case. This string and this string is same, so it's a cross. Then A, B, C, W and B, A, Z has B common, so again it's a cross. Then A, B, C, W and foo does not have anything common. That means it's a valid case. The length of foo is 3. The length of A, B, C, W is 4. So product length becomes 12. Let's continue the process. A, B, C, W and bar, B common, ignore. A, B, C, W and X, T, F, N. Again, there is no character that is common. That makes it a valid case. The length of this string is 4. So 4 into 4 is 16. The maximum product becomes 16. Let's continue the process. A, B, C, W, A, B, C, D, E, F. B is common, A is common. So it's not a valid case, ignore. Let's continue the process. B is Z, nothing. It's again the same, ignore. Let's move to the next iteration. B is Z and foo. The character length is 3. Foo is 3. It's a valid case. There is no character common. The current product is 9, which is lower than the existing product value, which is 16. We'll ignore it. Let's continue the process. B again is common. X, T, F, N. There is nothing common between X, T, F, N and B, A, Z. That means it's a valid case. And the length is 4. Here it's 3. So 4 into 3 is 12. It's a lower product value. So we'll continue the process ignoring this. Again, it's a matching case. We'll ignore it. I have filled in the rest of the values and the maximum product answer still remains 16 by virtue of A, B, C, D and X, T, F, N. These are the two words which do not have anything in common and corresponds to the maximum product. So the time complexity for this complete solution is n into L1 into the length of the words into length of the words, which is quite high. Can we improvise on this? The answer is yes. The second approach is optimized state-based approach, where using the input string we calculate a state of a word, and using the state variables that we have calculated, we'll try to analyze whether there was any character common between the two words. If there happens to be no common character, we will calculate the product of its length. Otherwise, we'll simply ignore it. And in this way, we'll try and calculate the maximum product length that is there in the input data set. So let's talk about how are we going to calculate the state variable using the input word, and how will this help us in reducing the time complexity. So we will again use the bitwise manipulation approach. Let's hypothetically assume that the first string that is given to us is A. We will try and map these characters, these lowercase characters, to the integer representation in the bitwise format. For example, A represents the 0th index, B represents the first index, C represents the second index, and D represents the third index. We know the length of bitwise operation is of 32 digits and the English character is of 26 digits, so it will able to accommodate all the English lowercase characters. So let's start the operation. The first string is A. We enabled the 0th index bit using the left shift operation, and the resultant state becomes 1. Now let's continue the process. We have A and B. So we enabled the 0th index bit using the left shift operation, and moving ahead, the next character was B. So we enabled the first bit in the bitwise representation, and the resultant integer becomes 3. Next we have C. So we enabled the second index in the bitwise representation, as a result of which the state of C is mapped to 4. Let's continue the process. Let's assume we have ABD. So here we enabled the 0th index, the first index and the third index in the bitwise representation, as a result of it the state of the variable becomes 11. So this string maps to 11 integer value, C maps to 4, AB maps to 3 and A maps to 1. Now we have the state variables, and if somebody asks you if there is any character which is common between A and AB, how will we get to know that? We will perform the AND operation on these two state variables. So 1 and 3 returns us 1. So the value is not equal to 0. That means there is some character in common between them. So let's try it for A, B and C. So if you will perform the AND operation between 3 and 4, this will result in a 0 value, which means there is no character common between them. So A, B and C does not have anything in common. Similarly, if you will perform AND operation between 11 and 4, there is no character common between them, as a result of which the answer turns out to be 0. So now we know the state variables using the bitwise manipulation that we have done, and we will operate using two for loops on the state variables, trying to identify if there is a possibility that AND of two state variables is. For those contenders, we'll try to find out the maximum product length. What will be the time complexity of this approach? Time complexity will be order of n square, and we'll also require some extra space to store the state variables. So let's move on to the coding part. The first thing that I have done here is to define a state variable that will store the integer state corresponding to each words in the input dataset, and I looped over all the possible words that are there in the dataset and tried calculating the state for each word using the get state from string method. I'll talk about this method later on, but let's just iterate over the complete logic first. Once we have the state array in place, we looped over the state array one so that we cover all the possibilities, and wherever we find out the state at the ith index and the state at the jth index happens to be 0, the state of these two indexes happens to be 0, that means they do not have any character in common, the word at the ith index and the word at the jth index. We tried calculating the product of those words, the length of those words, and if it happens to be greater than the max product variable, we'll update the max product variable with the updated length, which is nothing but words at the ith index dot length into words at the jth index dot length, and in the end we simply return the max product as an answer. Now let's talk about the get state from string method. I defined a state variable here and initialized it to 0. I looped over all the characters that are there in the string, and I calculated the index which needs to be toggled up. Using the left shift operation, I toggled that state to 1 from 0, and I performed this across all the possible characters that are there in the input string, and in the end I simply returned that state variable. Pretty straightforward. Let's talk about the time complexity of this approach. The time complexity is order of n square, because you are looping across the state variable in two loops, one for I index, one for j index, and the space complexity is again order of n. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching it. Have a nice day ahead.